Hey everyone, I'm Taki and I've been diving more into the AI stuff. We all together diving into AI stuff. So we have got a topic for the MCP, the Model Context Protocol, right? So you just increase or leverage your LLM or an application to a certain LLM, right? Or your LLM can do to a certain application and interact with them, have a cross communication. So where comes the MCP? The standard communication protocol based on Studio or HTTP help you to communicate over with the application. Obviously, every application today needs an AI, right? Why not? Let's move with an AI, a simple USB-C for all the connections, and that is all you have to do, right? So obviously, if you are into the DevOps and observability, you might be exploring the Grafana, right? And obviously, if there is a Grafana, you should be looking out what's being there, right? So Grafana had developed their MCP, and through which we could be directly exploring how their work is and how they're exploring their work and how we can leverage those SDK, the MCP principles on our dashboard, on our observability factors, on our scaling, right? So let's move ahead. And so this is the official MCP Grafana. It is available on GitHub today, so you can check it out, right? So this is all. The whole documentation is provided to us. You can just copy paste, and all other features and the tools which are available is listed here. Cool. In fact, we are using Docker, so they have also presented some of the things which could be are needed from this stuff. Right. Cool. Now let's move ahead and simply set up our Grafana MCP. Right. We'd love to know how it creates our dashboard. Right. So first of all, please install your Docker desktop. Simply the Docker SDK, whatever is being required, it is needful for our application. So install Docker because we're gonna pull the Docker image of Grafana as well as the MCP Grafana together. So they're gonna communicate right here. So go ahead, install the Docker desktop. And obviously the VS Code, the Visual Studio Code, everyone must be having those. It's an AI open source code editor for us, leveraging the facts and all the things of AI at a certain place. It could be reading everything, your code base, understanding everything at a place. The GitHub Copilot, the one and the most craziest thing ever. Go ahead and install all of the stuff in the like GitHub Copilot and all. That is all you have to get it installed. That's all. So a couple of things. Your Docker Desktop, obviously the Docker key, the Visual Studio Code, because you need to interact with your application through LLM using a natural language. And thirdly, obviously the GitHub Copilot through which we gonna communicate. Go ahead. And then right here. So what we gonna do? What we gonna do is we have created a directory MCP Grafana for our testing purpose. That is all. There is nothing and nothing in this folder. It's totally clear. We're gonna set it from the very scratch, right? My Docker desktop is running, right? Before we begin, if you say so, we need we need the Grafana. Obviously, our things should be set up at the Grafana, the console, the UI. So obviously, let's try to set it up first. What you're gonna do is Docker pull Grafana slash. Obviously, Grafana has their own repository for the Grafana product. So let's pull it out. I'll be entering the things. So it's pulling from the Grafana. Correct. That's cool. If I check through, we got the image. Perfect. And if you want to learn more about how I have got the MCP, don't have to do anything. So do Docker pull MCP slash Grafana. Cool. Obviously, I'm having those already, so it won't be installing. Yeah, you can check it out. Those are the things I've already having. You can just directly click on and run it. I need to run the Grafana. Grafana right now. I want to pull it on Grafana container. 3000. Cool. I'm running it out. Perfect. Amazing. It's running. Our MCP Grafana, the MCP of the Grafana is still on the hold. I'll be letting you know how what we could be doing about it. If I go around, so boom, we have our Grafana ready since it was running on port 3000 already. Cool. No worries. Let's move ahead. Let us reset the password. It's all required when we set up the Grafana for the very first time. Have it? Obviously, yes. Cool. We are in the dashboard. Everything is got set up out. It's in the admin profile. I will be going into service account. Let's create one service account. Uh, Obviously, let's create MCP service. I've already did, so it's coding from the history, right? So user would be creating. Just remember, it should be editor or to an admin, doesn't matter to us. I'm creating one. So service account is created. Service account would be having one service token. Service token. So here it is. MCP token. I have created it to make it memorize. MCP token. Cool. I have generated this so far. I have generated this so far. I'm not copying it right now, but I have generated. Coming back to it, our Grafana work is ready. Our Grafana things are ready. So we don't have to do anything. Um, if I go so, let us see if we can create any dashboard. Create a dashboard. No, not needed. Save dashboard. I'm just saving it. Uh, awesome dashboard. Perfect. I have created one dashboard. It's totally empty right now. So let us go ahead. I'll be experimenting what could be fetched out from here. Right. So cool. We have done it so far. Our Docker is ready. Our Visual Studio Code is ready. Our GitHub Copilot is ready. Right. Our Grafana is also ready. Having one blank dashboard. Let it be a blank right now. What now? What now? Let's set up the MCP. The thing which we are here for. The MCP. I'll be clicking on this. That's my chat. Right. Simple chat. I'll be first creating one folder. That's a rule for us. Under folder. That's the Visual Studio Code level, the local level, the Visual Studio Code level settings. Settings are yes. People always recommend that since we need to follow the Visual Studio Code's rules here, so what I could be doing is renaming to as a mcp.json. It could be better because we follow our native thing from the Visual Studio Code since we are using it. Doesn't matter if you're setting.json as well. If you're using Claude or Cursor, it could be settings.json. You have to figure out at that moment. So it doesn't matter to us. Now what? We need the code to be put in, which will tell, hey, what are the things to get run on? So it says that, hey, Tokir, if you're using Docker, the Grafana MCP says if you're using Docker, you could be using this one. You could be using this one. I might be copying simple code for this. Um, right? That's already from here. So what now here? Remember copying the service token key, cool, and pasting it here. My bad. Let us see where it could be. Yeah, perfect. Actually, I entered one more inverted commas. I thought like it would be a bracket. So it doesn't matter. So it's now set. If you see clearly here, it's saying like, hey, start. Right? It's say, hey, start it. But I'll be saying, whenever you try to run an MCP, first of all, try to uh, restart the Visual Studio Code. It becomes much better. Everything gets showed here. The things here. So I might be starting this one and let us try it for once. And starting a server, if you say it says like 43 tools, right? I want to show the output. Hey, cool. We say that hey, 40 tools are available and we have discovered the 43 tools and it's running totally fine. How you could be checking out is running fine? Open your simple chats. Open your simple chats. It's really fine. Click on this toolset button. Scroll down and here you go. MCP server Grafana. Brilliant, right? So if we have set it up and all the things are running, you might be seeing there's a fun factor. I previously pulled the MCP Grafana image. I pulled the image. Now you might be seeing that is running. Container is running. Why is it so? Because the server in the MCP using the Visual Record passed the argument to run it using this key, our service account key and the Docker internal key. Why the Docker internal key used? The host docker.internal. Why? The host is a PC. Docker is a subsidiary, and through the Docker internal, you are communicating with other containers or the other images. Let us see bit more explanation. Grafana image, Grafana MCP image, their respective containers. This container, Grafana container, should be communicating with the MCP because this will be holding the data, all the dashboard, all the servers, all the whatever it is, it will be stored in the container. So obviously, focused allies, which is the MCP Grafana, the MCP of the Grafana using Docker image container, it should be communicating through it. Got it? Got it? And obviously the API key, this thing, this factor, it can communicate to a service account. Just remember when you are on the server, do not share your API key, the service account key to anyone. It's very precious. It's of the very security concern. It's of very secure concern, right? So go ahead, try to save it. Obviously, I'm the local host and will be deleting further, so I'm having no worries about it. But yeah, be very secure about this thing. Cool. If I ask it so, if I ask it so, you can attach your mcp.json as well if you want to read it. I might change the uh, model, but remember one thing. Just remember one thing. If you want to use the MCP, you need to use the agent mode. All right, you need to have it use the agent mode at any cost. Cool. If I ask it a query out, tell me how many dashboards are available. Let's see what does it query it out. Cool. It automatically pull the search dashboard API. If you pull out this thing, it would be checking out this thing, and we have got the output. One dashboard available in your Grafana instance. Awesome dashboard, awesome you people. Cool. Now let us see. If I say so, if you wanna create something, or if you have something which could be a part of it, I have created some prompt. Let us try in front of all of you. Create a new dashboard, observability breakdown, three rows, system matters, application log, method and others. Let's out what would we be doing. It will go to the server. It will typically create a dashboard. Let's see. Let us get some time. So it found out something, and it will be retaliating by automatically. The fun part of the agent mode is that, right? You like it retaliate automatically. If you get an error, it will read it and try to fix it. If then still an error in a ladder mode, it will be solving out that error. Cool. So obviously yes. Now on the second one, it pushed out the new server key. Cool, cool, awesome. If you can see, all of the shifts are listed here. If I get back around and refresh this page, observability playground, oh, all of shifts are being listed here. But yeah, that's not enough. You should be like adding some of the more things. I already prepared something which could be used here, making it more dynamic to a dashboard, making it more awesome. So it could be much more very fine. Let's design it a little bit more. So I've given a prompt of adding a time series panel, adding a gauge panel, adding a bar chart panel, right? So retaliating the server keys, the API keys, and pushing the same thing towards there. It obviously takes some time to retaliate because it get to the server, understand it, understanding the natural language, and get back to you. Cool. Observability playground. If you see random box series, obviously there is no data at all right now, but yeah, it would be filling up those. But yeah, earlier it was nothing, but yeah, we already got it. Everything from at a single place. Cool. If I say so, like enable an alert, let's try it out. It is already creating a alert rule. So it fetched out the function list data sources. So it has retaliated. It has fetched out. Cool. So it's sometimes like do not find any function or create any CPS issues. So it push out their API key to host it out. So from there we could be knowing that hey, it becomes non-capability to directly run it out. So cool, right? So you could be figuring out directly from the console, going here. and creating a proper alert out of it and making a system more push out it, right? So explore more and you could be knowing what are the things available. Just query out some of the things and query it out like how the production or the observability playgrounds are available, what are the things which is being more of the more alerts and more of high alerts, get around and make the thing more feasible, right? So you have the official documentation of the MCP Grafana, right? You could be directly checking out from what are the functions, what are the tools available directly, right? Cool. So thank you so much for checking out here. Let's see what you all start building, right? Thank you.